They laughed at her before she ever touched the rifle. Not loud laughter. Nothing careless enough to earn a reprimand, but the kind that lives in side glances and tightened jaws. The kind that shows up when conversations stop the moment you enter the room. Commander Alina Rukhal felt it the second she stepped into the forward briefing tent. 16 operators, all male, all veterans, all exhausted, and all of them were staring at the patch on her shoulder instead of her eyes. SEAL Sniper, Commander. Female. Young. The laughter wasn't disrespect. It was disbelief. Outside the tent, the Afghan wind dragged sand across the plywood floor like a warning. Inside, the air smelled of burnt coffee, oil, and stress. A red-lit map of the valley glowed on the central table-tight terrain. Narrow ridgelines, blind angles everywhere. Someone at the back muttered, barely audible, "Didn't know this was Bring Your Daughter to War Day." A few men smirked. No one corrected him. Alina didn't react. She'd learned years ago that the fastest way to lose authority wasn't anger, it was explanation. She took her place at the table, dropped her gloves beside the map, and waited for the room to settle. It didn't. The team leader, Chief Lawson, cleared his throat. Mid-40s, barrel-chested, a man who'd buried friends and wore the weight like body armor. "All right," he said. "Let's get started. Intel says we've got a hostile cell dug in along Ridge Echo. 12 confirmed fighters, possibly more. They've already ambushed a convoys in the last week." Alina leaned forward slightly. 12 confirmed, she said. "Or 12 observed." Lawson paused. "Observed. Then we plan for 16, she replied calmly. Minimum. Few eyebrows lifted. Someone exhaled sharply through his nose. Lawson studied her for a moment, then nodded. "Fair." He gestured to the ridgeline on the map. "Sniper, Overwatch, here and here. Problem is, both positions are compromised. Previous teams reported counter-sniper activity." Alina followed the lines with her eyes. Her mind was already reconstructing the terrain angles, wind drift, elevation, escape routes. "They're baiting traditional nests," she said. "That's why they haven't been hit yet." A pause. One operator finally spoke up. "With respect, ma'am, this valley eats snipers alive. You don't hold that ridge unless you're invisible." Alina looked at him. "Direct, neutral, good," she said. "Then, we won't use the ridge." Silence fell, not respectful silence. Confused silence. She reached down, pulled a folded satellite image from her pack, and laid it over the map. "Here," she said, tapping a narrow rock scar along the valley wall. "Thermal dead zone. No vegetation. Too exposed for infantry, too unstable for vehicles. That's why they're not watching it." Lawson frowned. "That slope won't hold a two-man team." "I don't need a team," Alina replied. Now the laughter came, quiet, disbelieving chuckles. "You're saying you'll go solo?" someone asked. "I'm saying I already have," she answered. "I was there last night. That stopped everything." She met their eyes, one by one. "I clocked wind patterns every 30 minutes, counted patrol rotations, identified secondary shooters. They're confident, overconfident, and they've got 7 rifles positioned to protect 5 primary fighters." Someone scoffed. 7 rifles. "Yes," Alina said, "and they don't know I know." Lawson stared at the map, then back at her. "Commander, if this goes sideways, it won't," she said. "Not bravado. Not arrogance. Just certainty. Give me 5 minutes," she added. 12 hostiles. 0 alarms. You move when I say move. Another beat. Lawson nodded once. "All right. You've got the clock." No one laughed after that. Alina reached her firing position just before dawn. The slope was worse than it looked. Loose shale, jagged stone, nothing forgiving. One mistake would send her sliding 200 feet into open view. She didn't rush. She never rushed. She anchored her boots, set her rifle, and became part of the mountain. Below her, the valley breathed. Smoke curled from a cooking fire. Voices drifted upward, careless and loud. Men who hadn't been challenged in months. She adjusted her scope. Target 1 appeared standing, Exposed, arguing with another fighter near a low wall, Alina waited. Wind gust, 3.2 knots. Left to right. Heart rate steady. Finger pressure measured. The shot broke clean. Target 1. Dropped without a sound, no reaction. She shifted. Target 2 kneeling, scanning the ridge line. One of the counter-snipers, a slight correction. Another shot, another body, still no alarm. They thought it was rocks. Or animals, or nothing at all. That was their mistake. Alina worked like a metronome. Shoot. Breathe. Shift. Target. 3 fell mid-step. Target. 4 dropped his rifle and collapsed forward. A shout finally went up, but it came too late. She changed angles. Fired from a different shadow. Target 5 tried to run. Target 6 tried to aim. Target 7 never even stood. The valley erupted into chaos. But not coordination. Not strategy. Fear. She used it by the time the 5th minute ticked over. 12 bodies lay scattered across Ridge Echo. Alina keyed her mic. Overwatch complete, she said quietly. Move. Below, the SEAL team surged forward into a fight that was already over. No resistance, no ambush, no return fire. Just silence and disbelief. Back at base. No one laughed, no one spoke at all as Alina cleaned her rifle. Methodical as ever. Lawson finally broke the quiet. 5 minutes, he said. 12 confirmed. He shook his head slowly. Hell of a thing. Alina looked up. It's just math, she said. And patience. The operator who'd joked earlier cleared his throat. Ma'am, I was wrong. She nodded once. I know. Respect doesn't arrive with applause. Sometimes it arrives with silence and never leaves. That night, as the team prepared for their next operation, someone taped a new sign above the briefing table. Don't laugh, listen. Alina didn't comment. She didn't need to. They were listening now, and they always would.